So the Video Game Awards 2023 has come and gone, and I think the overall consensus is that this was kind of dull. Here's the thing, I wasn't overly invested in any game this year winning Game of the Year. I came to the awards show mostly for the reveals, and because in the absence of E3, this is the biggest gaming event of the year, and to be honest, it was kind of a snooze fest. Now, to be fair, I was really tuned in for the first half of the event. I did find that to be pretty exciting. The Final Fantasy 16 DLC was cool, the new Jurassic Park game looked pretty damn awesome, the free God of War DLC was a very pleasant surprise, the new Sun Wukong game looks like it could be an absolute masterpiece, and as a Dragon Ball fan, I'm all for giving more love to the original material that inspired one of my favorite anime and manga. It looks absolutely great, and of course the Suicide Squad game I'm going to be picking up regardless of the quality or whatever, just in honor of Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, the best Batman ever. The remake of Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons looked interesting. Even though I didn't play the original version, I am definitely interested in picking up the remake, and of course there was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But the second half of the show almost put me to sleep. All the games towards the end looked and felt the same. There were too many music performances, and the simping of Hollywood stars was frankly nauseating. If you watched my live stream of the show, I do apologize for how in and out I was on the second half of that stream. It just got to the point that I just did not care. I was ready for them to wrap it up and was very relieved when they finally did. Also, can we stop with the Geoff, Keighley, and Kojima bro fest? I am sick and tired of the sexual tension between these two men. Dear God, get a fucking room. And for as much love as they were giving Kojima because he is Geoff Keighley's soulmate, and for the celebrities that were on stage, apparently they were rushing the actual developers, you know, the people who make these games for us, whenever they came up to accept an award. That's pretty damn disgusting. Look, we come to the Game Awards for two things: to see if our favorite games beat everyone else's favorite games, and to get previews of upcoming video games. At the end of the day, we want video games at our Video Game Awards show. Here's the thing, this show went on for way too long, starting at 7:30 with the pre-show and ending at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. 3.5 hours. There was no sense in this. There was not enough content in this show for 3.5 hours. You could have cut out the fat and the filler and focused on the developers, the winners, and the game previews, and we could have gotten a tightly ran 2-hour show that would have been far more entertaining and wouldn't have made the viewers fall asleep. Geoff Keighley, please, I am begging you, for the Game Awards 2024, find a way to tighten this show up to 2 hours of straight fire, and stop jerking off Kojima, because we don't care about your bromance, and eventually it's gonna get you demonetized on YouTube for showing such explicit content. Now, some personal disappointments for me was the lack of Nintendo news. On the one hand, I get it. Nintendo is probably going to announce a new console soon. They probably want to announce that console on their own Nintendo Direct instead of at the Game Awards, and I doubt they have anything major in development for the Switch at this point, aside from Metroid, which is probably going to get the Breath of the Wild treatment and launch on both Switch and the new system, hence why they didn't show that at this event. But then again, I really would have just liked something more from Nintendo. And then we have the big snubs of the event, Spider-Man 2 and Hogwarts Legacy. Spider-Man 2 nominated for a bunch of awards but won none of them. That was kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, even Tears of the Kingdom won Best Action Adventure Game. And then Hogwarts Legacy wasn't even nominated for a single award, which, let's be real, we all know why. It's because J.K. Rowling did not toe the line and didn't pay her dues to the Mafia. Unfortunately for these petty losers, Rowling and Harry Potter are not going anywhere anytime soon, because we have the Max reboot of the franchise coming in the near future, and I feel she's going to get the last laugh laugh at the end. Regardless of the Game Awards, Hogwarts Legacy is a great game, and I guarantee you it will still be better than whatever overrated game Kojima is working on. But let's end this video on a positive note. The Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer was freaking awesome. We got the confirmation of both Vincent and Cid, and it looks so freaking good, and it definitely deserved to win most anticipated game of 2024 without a doubt. Absolutely, it's certainly my most anticipated game of 2024. But another game that I'm looking forward to in 2024 is Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4, or rather Sparking Zero, and it looked absolutely freaking incredible. This was easily, alongside Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the announcement that got me the most hype. The game looks so good, it felt so nostalgic, and I cannot wait to play this. And if the entire show had kept me as hyped up as this trailer did for Dragon Ball, it would have been great. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and I was so happy for this event to end. I wanted nothing more than to go to sleep and put this event behind me. But that being said, tell me your thoughts on the Video Game Awards 2023. Do you agree with me that next year they need to cut the fat, trim the fat, focus on the games, focus on the developers, focus on the previews, focus on the awards, and cut out all the Hollywood simping and the Kojima Keighley love fest? Focus on what matters at the Video Game Awards show and cut it down to a tightly run 2-hour event that would be far more entertaining and keep people invested for the entire run of the show. Tell me your thoughts on this down in the comments down below. Alright, until the next one, be sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And this is JeskerJames signing off.